Good morning, everybody. Hey, Stephen, how are you?
I keep forgetting we're not in love anymore.
What's going on, everybody?
I keep forgetting things will never be the
We
same
about to start some
again.
trouble
I
this
keep
morning.
forgetting how you made that so clear.
Always have Vaseline on my
Forgetting
nose.
every time you're near, every time I see your smile, hear your hello, saying
Good
you can only
morning.
stay
Thank
a
you, Stephen.
while. And I know that it's hard for you to say the things we both know are true. But tell me how come I keep forgetting we're
Hey,
not in
Wallace,
love
what's up, baby?
anymore. I keep forgetting things will never be
The
the
same
same
again.
again. I keep forgetting how you made that so clear.
He said, how you made it so clear.
Forgetting, baby.
Uh,
Every time I
good
hear
morning, everybody.
how you never want to
Yes, honey.
live a lie,
All right now.
how it's gone too
How it's
far,
gone too far.
and you don't have to tell me why.
Mm,
Why you go,
all right now.
and why the game is
Come on,
through?
y'all.
If this is what's real, if
This
this
is
is
what's
what's
true.
true,
Tell
tell
me
me
how
how
come
come
I
I
keep forgetting we're not in love anymore. Keep forgetting
baby.
things will never be the same again. I keep forgetting how you made it so clear. All right now. Mm, ain't nothing like old school music. You'll never hear this stuff again. Oh my God. This young generation don't know what they know. Tell me how come I keep forgetting we're not in love anymore. I keep forgetting things will never be the same again. I keep forgetting how you made that so clear.
I keep forgetting, baby. Every time you're near.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you for tuning into my channel called Take Heed to the Message. Oh, wait a minute, I said that wrong. Good morning. Yep, no, I said that right. Good Good morning. Thank you for tuning into my channel called Take Heed to the Message with Abang Anwa. It just means queen. Okay? We gonna get into the foolery this morning, y'all. So the title of this nonsense is, okay, hold on, y'all. The title of this nonsense is, do you think Boosie Badazz is a magnet for foolery? Now, I put this in a poll as well, okay? So, now, I asked the same thing. I said, do you think Boosie Badazz is a magnet for foolery? 50% say yes, 50% said false. Okay? True or false? 50%. So, half and half. All right? Good morning, Stephen. Good morning, Wallace. Onika, I see you. How are you? Who else is in here? Steven said, I said yes. Steven said, I said yes. Let's get this out the way right now. Steven said, I said yes, damn it. Okay? Shout out to Steven. He always getting in here starting trouble. So, there's a lot to talk about. So, like 3 days ago, Boosie had a show. And two people, I think it was two people got shot and um, in critical condition. They in the ICU, and one got grazed by a bullet. But I might be off with the numbers. But I have some brothers, some talented brothers who are YouTubians. Okay, we're gonna start using that word because Dr. Umar called us YouTubians. We're gonna start using that word. So, so it's a couple of black men who are YouTubians that they gonna discuss this foolery, and we just gonna listen. Shout out to all the brothers that I'm about to bring up. I share all these brothers on our group chat in IG. That's how I get stuff faster to y'all on our group chat in IG. So you'll get to go over the videos after we're done. Okay. Shout out to Shout out to all the content creators we're about to feature today, okay? Also, fair use, okay? And also, trigger warning everybody, okay? Trigger warning everybody. Now, the thing is, Boosie, is he a magnet for foolery? Because Boosie don't care where you send him to perform. Boosie will perform. You hear me? He don't care if it's a juke joint. Boosie will perform. Long as that bag is ready, Boosie will perform. I'm not mad at him. I'm not mad at him. But when you go to certain places that's unsafe and they ain't got security that's tight up in there, you know what I'm saying? They ain't got security that's tight. A lot of nonsense happen. And every time Boosie has something going on, it's like some foolishness happen like this. You know, y'all Negroes can't go nowhere. Y'all can't go nowhere. Even back in the day too. And even back in the day too, they used to pop off some foolery too. That's why I always like to hang with the older crowd because they have more sense than the ones that was my age. Okay? Because the ones that was my age, if you went somewhere to a club and they stepped on your sneakers or something, it's a whole fight. But I have watched older gentlemen, somebody step on their sneakers or some gators or something. They just, the other brothers say, man, I'm sorry. They dap it up and it's all good. But y'all younger generation, well, my younger generation, when I was younger, we ain't had no sense. So that trickled down to y'all, okay? And now we became the older generation looking at y'all like y'all crazy, okay? So we gonna get into the foolery, but before we get into the foolery, y'all remember I told y'all we talked about this woman. We talked about a couple people. Y'all remember the woman who left her two children in the car at the casino, okay? And her mom, they claimed the mom was in the car too with the children, okay? Now it has come to my attention that they about to press charges against this woman, okay? They about to press charges against this woman. And some people are like, oh man, give her a break, give her a break. But guess what, y'all? And we didn't know this. Shout out to Miss O because I did not know this either. Okay. Shout out to Miss O. Please, guys, when you get a chance, hit and like and subscribe button and Miss O channel. Go over there and tell her I sent you. Okay. Tell her I sent you. So I post this about the woman who left those two kids in the car, and I shared it on our group chat as well that they about to press charges against her. They about to give sister girl some time, okay? And I'm gonna share something with you. Am I mad that they gonna give sister girl some time? I'm not. I'm not mad at all. Okay? I am not mad at all. They gonna give. I can't even find the video. Okay, I have to post it. It was in Hollywood Unlocked. Okay. So they about to give sister girl some time because, hey, green beans, how are you, honey? They about to give sister girl some time because the oldest one, okay, the oldest one had lice, okay, lice all over his body, and the 2-year old had a mouth grill full of cavities, okay, but she said she was taking care of those babies. When I told y'all that story don't sound right, y'all was like, nah, take heed, nah, she just was going through something. No, no, something ain't sound right. All those crocodile tears and stuff, and I'm glad they pressing charges against that ass. Let her go do some jail time. 9 of those babies, not 9. I'm sorry, 9-year-old. He got full of lice all over him. Lice all in his hair and everything. And then the baby, The grill, the baby only 2. How the baby got a full mouth of cavities? How the baby got a full mouth of cavities? What you been feeding the baby? What you been feeding the baby? A mouthful of cavities, but what y'all do? Y'all was riding the daddy. Now, how come all the famous content creators, content creators ain't post this? All the women who was out here kicking this man back in. She didn't want those kids to go to that daddy. She didn't want them kids to go to that daddy. That daddy was doing better than her. That's why I keep telling y'all, stop letting pride catch you. Stop letting pride catch you, baby. Hey, Shay, what's up, honey? 18, how you doing? Brown, how are you? Can you imagine? Stop letting pride catch you. You can't take care of these babies no more. Say something. Say something. Now, Miss O says she believes, shout out to Miss O show. She said she believed the girl and the mama was in a casino gambling, okay? And they done left those babies in the car, okay? And when the car ran out of gas, okay, there's a part, when the car ran out of gas and it's still running, all that stuff can seep into the car. So carbon dioxide is the one, I hope I'm saying that correctly, had deleted these 2 babies. So it wasn't even a cold. It was the carbon dioxide that took these babies out. And I think she didn't think that they were going to do an autopsy on those children and find out. She all that crying she was doing, she was thinking they just was going, say, okay, it was because it was cold outside. But no, it was because carbon dioxide, and she left them babies in the car while her mama was in the casino. Y'all rolled this man, y'all kicked his back in and everything, you know what I'm saying? And now the truth is out. This was one thing I hate about the melanated community. Baby, we don't wait, baby. We get up on that story. We don't wait one bit. We get up on that story real quick and start cutting it up, baby. You hear me? We start cutting that story up, honey. And the man will be the devil. But when we get to the nitty gritty, the mama is the devil. But first we got to get up here and blame the black men. It's easy to tear down a black man. All you got to do is unleash the news into the black community. Okay? Shout out to Red Lipstick Vibe. She right. Red Lipstick Vibe posted something yesterday. Shout out to Red Lipstick Vibe. She said all you need is to just unleash it into the community. Boom. All you need, the black community will help you take down black men. All you got to do is just say it was a black man. Baby, they will roast them, honey. They will roast them, baby. Shout out to Red Lipstick Vibe, damn it. Shout out to Miss O Show as well. All you need, baby, is to tell the community that tear the black man down. Baby, you don't need no white folks to help you. You don't need no white folks to help you. You don't need no Hispanics. You don't need Asians or none of that stuff. All you need is some black people. Baby, that's all you need. That's all you need is y'all Negroes. That's all you need. Excuse me. That's all you need. You'll be able to take them now. That's it. Okay. Also, y'all remember we were talking about En Vogue yesterday, right? Mm-hmm. And how one of the lead singers of En Vogue, she's living outside her car. Okay. But this is what Jermaine Dupri said. Check this out. This is what Jermaine Dupri said.
A choice to be in the car. I saw somebody send a message and say, Jermaine, Monica, all of y'all, can y'all put some money together to help Dawn out? From my understanding, for her to speak on it the way she spoke on it, She was basically saying that she saw other people living in their vans, living in RVs, and she welcomed the idea of doing this. Somebody said her choice or limited options. Having an assistant is not something that you should even think about if you don't have no money, right? And I'm bringing this up because Dawn, when she was telling the story in her car today about her living in her car for the last 3 years, she said, I was telling my assistant, and when she said that, I said, oh, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. It changed my whole vibe of what I was watching because it was her choice. Because ain't no goddamn way she got an assistant. And she ain't got no money. Ain't no way. Yeah, Mr. Watson, when you ain't got no money and you out here just doing what you gotta do, you do by yourself.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? You moving around by yourself. Ain't nobody getting ready to sit up under you and just kick it for nothing. You know what I mean? So, I mean, it might be some people that will stick there for a little bit, but 3 years? She said she been in her car for 3 years. Ain't no 3 years of an assistant staying around. They ain't getting no money. If you ain't got no money, how they gonna help you? I mean, you know what I'm saying? You ain't got no money to pay them.
Yeah.
It don't even make sense, right? It don't make sense. So I'm just trying to make sure everybody pays attention to the whole scope of this story, because that's what I heard, and that made me think, wait a minute. She got an assistant, because ain't no goddamn assistant. I don't know if she broke. She might not have all the money that she want in the world, but she definitely is not broke saying she got an assistant.
Yeah, nah,
That's all I'm saying. Assistant. I don't know if she broke.
So that's Jermaine Dupri. Okay. Now, check this out. We didn't catch on to that. When Jermaine watched the video, he caught on to that. We did not. We were thinking it's a friend helping her. Maybe, she, you thinking a person care about her or something like that and they trying to help her. But she decided on her own to go live in a car. Okay, more than likely it's a one of those mobile homes. I don't think she's went and just lived in a regular car. It might be one of those like little mobile homes that they drive around in and stuff like that. More than likely it got to be that. And so she thinking it's cheaper to live like that. Now, who was paying for the 3 RV? Thank you, Steven. Who was paying for the $3,000 hotel for 8 months? She's saying the assistant paid for it. But maybe it's because all the gigs that she was getting, because she said she did so many interviews and stuff like that. So they had to pay her for these interviews. So maybe it was the interview money that she was getting that was 8 months, $3,000. Okay? Ain't no assistant gonna pay out of their own pocket. Where's you getting the money from? You know what I'm saying? Where are you getting the money from? So now Dawn, let's see. That's her name, Dawn Robinson. So Dawn's story has went haywire. Everybody is like getting on Jermaine, telling him you supposed to help her, this and that, whatever. Y'all get together and get some money to help this sister. And Jermaine was like, all right, okay, let me check it out. He go check out the story. And he like, why she got an assistant? Because if you doing bad, how you get an assistant? Ain't no assistant gonna stay around you for 3 years and you homeless and they not making no money. How do you pay this person, right? How do you pay this person? Allegedly, okay? Allegedly, all right? So we want to get in here. We got to say allegedly. You don't want to get sued or anything like that. I don't want to get sued. So now Dawn ex-husband, okay? Dawn ex-husband finds out that she's homeless. This is her ex-husband. He finds out she's homeless. He offers her a job in the hotel industry. He offers her a job and tell her, okay, come and work with me You know what I'm saying? Come and work with me and you won't be struggling no more. He said because she has that attitude where she has that bubbly attitude that I guess she can attract customers and being kind and this and that. You know, she does anyway. You can tell the way she's talking.
You guys, for the past almost 3 years, I have been living in my car. I said it. Oh my God, it's out. I've been living in my car. Oh my gosh. If you remember, if you guys were with me, in 2020, I did like 105,000 interviews. And in the interim, I was living with my parents in Vegas. And that was wonderful until it wasn't. I love my mom, but she became very angry. And a lot of her anger she was taking out on me, and I was her target all the time. And I was like, I can't deal with this. Like, I respect her too much. Let me get out of here. And I was sleeping in my car for maybe about a month in Vegas. And then the guy that was co-managing me at the time was living in LA, and he said, you need to come back to LA. Okay. And he said that I could stay with him. And you guys, for the past almost 3 years, so I was like, okay. He's like, I don't have a lot of room, but I'll make room for you. And then when I got to his place, he actually didn't have room for me. So it turned into, okay, well, I'm going to put you in a hotel for the night. And that one night turned into 8 months. Oh my God, you guys, because every apartment that I looked at, every single time I looked at a place, I would call him and I'm like, okay, can you meet me here? I would tell him ahead of time, of course. And then he wouldn't meet me there. And so I would take video and send it to him. And he's like, no. Oh my God, every week I was like, oh my God, can you afford it? Are you okay? And he's like, no, I can't, but I'm getting it together. What? You're the one who said to go to the hotel and you're not approving any of the apartments. Like, it would be so much cheaper to just get me into an apartment. Like, what's the problem?
Why is he approving the apartments, right? Why is he approving the apartments? Because is he using his own money for 3 years? He been paying for a hotel room. That doesn't sound right. That doesn't sound right. So this is why I always tell y'all we gotta wait. We gotta wait a little bit before we jump on, the wagon of, oh, we want to assist. Because sometimes our sisters come to social media with crocodile tears. And I'm not saying Dawn wasn't in trouble. But the way that Jermaine dissected it, Jermaine was like, she should not have an assistant. If she's doing really bad, she should not have an assistant. She shouldn't. Assistants don't stay around if you don't have no money to pay them. There's no need for them to stay there. You know what I'm saying? So, and why she had to keep getting approval of what kind of apartment it is, because maybe the assistant was handling the money and maybe telling her you don't bring this much money in and this and that. My heart breaks when you hear like our singers and rappers from back in the day when they're doing bad, because you remember when they was doing good and how much money they was having, and you saw them on interviews and you saw them on the red carpet and how beautiful they looked, but they did not invest the money. Okay? Martin, what's up, baby? 1973, what's up, baby? So they didn't invest the money properly. So now here we go. Dawn is homeless. Dawn is homeless. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. It's crazy. You right, sister 1973. Dawn is, I don't understand that. That is wild. So that was the two that I wanted to update y'all on. And also, y'all, I got some good news, y'all. I did not think that they was going to be able to do this thing. I was like, ain't no way. Because when stuff happened with those hazing rituals, nothing happens. You know what I'm saying? Nothing happens. But shout out to Tarika. I hope I'm saying her name correctly. Tarika, she's a content creator on IG. And I want y'all to hear this, okay? All right, here we go.
Students have been arrested after 20-year-old Caleb Wilson died during a fraternity hazing ritual. Cal Thurman, Caleb McCrae, and Isaiah Smith are all members of Omega Psi Phi fraternity at Southern University. And all three will face charges of criminal hazing and manslaughter after a late night hazing ritual went wrong. During this fraternity hazing ritual, pledges were asked to meet in an empty warehouse where they were told to change out of their clothes and line up. As a part of this hazing ritual, each pledge took a turn being punched in the chest by current fraternity members wearing boxing gloves. When it was Caleb Wilson's turn to take his beating, he collapsed on the floor and started having a seizure. Instead of immediately calling 911, the fraternity brothers ushered their pledges into another room while they attempted to revive Caleb Wilson. And when they saw that he didn't wake up, they changed him out of his clothes before putting them into one of their cars and dropping him off at the hospital. And I'm wondering, why did they have to change him out of his clothes? What was he wearing that they didn't want the medical professionals to see? At the hospital, they lied to medical professionals, telling them that he was playing basketball and was hit in the chest with the basketball, which is how he passed out. But Caleb, he never woke up. Because of Caleb's death, Southern University has issued a mandate that no black fraternities or sororities can pledge any members for the rest of the year. And the entire student body is in mourning. Caleb was a college band member and a mechanical engineering student from Kenner, Louisiana. Rest in peace, Caleb. I'm Tiarka with the T.
Oh my goodness. My condolences to this young man's family, 20 years old. Can you imagine? Thank you to Tarika for giving the 411 on the ending situation. So three have been charged with this young man's death. And I'm gonna share something with you. I didn't think they were gonna do it because most of the time when these things happen with these fraternities, they don't be doing nothing to these people. They just let them go ahead and continue. I ain't never heard a story where they punish the fraternity like jail time. I've never heard it. If anybody heard it, let me know. But I ain't never hear it. They usually let these people go. So what did this young man have on that they had to change him out of his clothes, put his other clothes back on? What did they dress these boys in when they was hitting them in their chest? They were full on hitting these boys in their chest with boxing gloves on at 3 o'clock in the morning. So they was beating them into the fraternity. Come on now. Come on now. You were beating them into the fraternity. Hit him stone cold in the chest, okay? And he fell down and started having seizures. Okay? He fell out and started having seizures. And so they hurried up and tried to revive him, but they could not. They couldn't revive him. He was gone already. Then they said, let's take his clothes, let's change him back into his clothes and say, oh, he was playing basketball and then, he got hurt or something. The ball hit him in the chest. And you know what? This is why I thank God for the police in this situation, because these young men were not going to tell. They were not, because the fraternities, they keep their mouth quiet when stuff like this happen. The brotherhood stay quiet. The sisterhood too. Okay? They stay quiet. But I'm so happy that they got all three of these seniors. Okay? I'm so happy. They got all three of them and they going to jail. Now, I know y'all going to say, well, take heed, these are your... these could be your sons, Let me share something with you. Going into a black fraternity, a so-called black fraternity, whooping somebody's ass ain't supposed to be okay. I done graduated to this fraternity. They done took somebody baby away, 20 years old. Mama done breastfed you everything. I done changed diapers. You done went through preschool all the way to high school. Now you get to college and I got to bury you. Where? Where do we do that at? Where? Oh my God. Where do we do that at? So they only put the fraternities out, the black fraternities out for 1 year. Not 1 year, but to the end of the year. No one can pledge until the end of the year. But these fraternities have to rethink this hazing ritual stuff. Y'all have to rethink this stuff, okay? Because whooping somebody into the fraternity it doesn't make sense. It doesn't. And I'm glad that they made an example out of these three brothers. I'm glad they did. I don't dance over somebody demise. I don't do that. But when a correction need to be made, we need to point that shit out. Yes, look at that nonsense. When a correction needs to be made, we need to point out that nonsense. Okay? 18 said not only did they take a life, they took a soul that was making a positive contribution to society. Now you know you ain't lying. Now you know you ain't lying. Can you imagine? Mm-mm-mm. Green Bean said they're more gang influence than anything. Woo, that's nasty. But he put a question mark at the end. Lord, can you imagine? If you like the content, please like and subscribe to the page. Also, donate to the page if you can. Okay? So, now, let's see what y'all got with Boosie again. Let's see how I look with Boosie. Okay. Do you think Boosie Badazz is a magnet for foolery? So, 79% said true. 21% said false. Okay? Now, my brother's going to get in here. Okay, all my brothers, I got like 5 videos. They're gonna get in here and discuss the foolery, okay, with Boosie Badazz, okay. And the sad part is a lot of stuff is following Boosie. A lot of stuff is following Boosie. Anywhere Boosie go, there's always some foolery going on. There's always some foolery going on, and it breaks my heart when you hear stuff like this. Oh my God. Boosie got some problems, y'all. He got some problems. And it's not, and I'm praying that they don't land it on him, because anytime when somebody is on, I think, what is he, on probation, okay? And something happened at the venue that you were at, somehow you get placed in it, okay? And it could just be somebody came to do some demon time stuff. You feel me? Somebody just came to do demon time, okay? So the first one we gonna play is Driller 247, okay? Shout out to this brother. Amazing content. It says Boosie Badazz concert turns violent, okay? This brother dissects it better than all the other ones. I'm not hating on all the other content creators, but he dissects it better than everybody else. So shout out to this young man or older man, whoever you are, baby. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Here we go. Now, you know it's going to be a commercial first, okay? Fair use, fair use. But you know what, y'all? It's like every time something happen, okay? Every time when Boosie get around, it be some nonsense. But you know what? Let me share something with you. And I'm not trying to be mean to Boosie, because I like a lot of the stuff he say. And it makes sense, okay? And it triggers people. But when you rap about all types of demonic stuff, that stuff follow you. That stuff follow you. When you speak that stuff into existence, that stuff follow you. And a lot of people don't understand what that is. But all Boosie does, what do he do? All Boosie does is rap about doing this to somebody, doing that to somebody. CBN, how are you, sir? Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate you. Yeah, that's all he do is rap about foolery in the streets. And he don't even live that type of life no more. He don't even live that type of life. But that's what he rap about. Now, back in the day, yeah, but he don't live like that no more. Here we go, y'all.
Shooting at a bar. Now, this happened early this morning, and police say a crowd gathered after a music concert at the Field House Lounge. Somehow a fight broke out. Someone fired shots into the crowd. Now, a third man was grazed by a bullet. Akron police are working to identify the shooter now.
It started as just another night. Music pulsing, drinks flowing, a crowd packed wall to wall inside the Field House Lounge in Akron. No one knew that by the end of the night, lives would be hanging in the balance. A concert, a celebration, a gathering that should have been just another routine event. But as the clock crept past 2 a.m., the air inside that lounge changed. Tension crackled beneath the surface. A spark was all it would take to set everything ablaze. And then it happened. Shots, screams, chaos. In an instant, 3 men were down. One shooter vanished. And the questions, so many questions, began. It started with a fight, a shove, a yell, maybe even a punch thrown in the darkness. No one knows exactly what sparked it, but in the middle of the crowd, a man reached for something deadly.
Hey, love.
The first
how
shot
are you,
rang
honey?
out like a thunderclap, then another and another. People dropped to the floor. Others ran for their lives. When the dust settled, 2 men lay wounded. One, barely an adult, at just 18 years old. The other, a 36-year-old caught in the crossfire. Both critically wounded. But the shooter, he was gone. Disappeared into the night. Hours later, a third victim staggered into a hospital in Stowe. A bullet had grazed his body, but he survived. The shooter had vanished without a trace. But one thing was certain. This wasn't an accident. It wasn't a random act of violence. Someone pulled that trigger with purpose. The lounge, once filled with music, was now a crime scene. Blood on the floor. Bullet casings scattered like discarded memories. Police swarmed the area, searching for answers. Who fired those shots? Why?
And you know what irks my nerve is when I was growing up and we used to go to clubs, right? Okay? They would pat you down before you entered the club. They would pat you down. They'd check your purse and everything. They'd look in your purse. They would pat you down. Okay? They would pat you down when I used to go to clubs back in the day. So what are we doing? You know what I'm saying? What are we doing? That they able to get into the club like that with a peace be still, and you know Boosie is going to be there. What kind of security did y'all have there? That a peace be still was still able to get into the club. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God. Let's continue. Here we go.
Importantly, where was
Good
he
morning,
now?
Mimi.
But what made this shooting even more chilling? It wasn't the first time.
And then, in the meantime, Akron police now investigating after a gunman started shooting inside a crowded bar where 3 people were injured. It happened early this morning at the Field House Lounge. When officers went inside, they found 2 victims. Both were taken to the hospital, listed in critical condition. The third victim went to the ER on his own with a minor injury. Police say there was a concert there, and at some point a fight broke out and a person began shooting. If you were there at that concert, you have any information about this incident, you're urged to contact police right away.
Less than a year before, another concert, another night of music turned into a nightmare. Iowa, 2024. A different venue, but the same story. Another performance tied to Boosie Badazz. Another night tainted by gunfire. This time, 2 men didn't make it out alive. Marcus L. Johnson, 28, and Charles A. Williams Jr., 27. Both shot, both gone. And just like in Akron, the killer slipped away into the darkness.
Now that breaking news out of Iowa.
How is it that the killer keeps slipping away? How is that? That does not make sense. How is it that the killer keeps slipping away? So are they sending in a message? Is it for Boosie? You know what I'm saying? I don't know, allegedly. But so the last time in 23, same thing happened and 2 people got deleted. But this one, there are, I think 3 people got shot or something like that. So they said 2 is in ICU and 1 got grazed. But I'm not sure because I could be wrong on that number, even though I had heard it earlier in this video. So I had to replay it again. But not with y'all. Not with y'all. We're going to go to the next video after this one. Here we go.
People are dead in a shooting at the I-29 Speedway. Thanks for joining us. I'm Eddie Messel. Happened during a car show and concert at the Mills County Speedway. KTV News Watch 7's Devon Taylor is live at the scene with what we know this morning. Devon?
Eddie, investigators have been gone from this scene now for about 2 hours, but we did see workers out here a little earlier. They were opening the gates, and we're not sure if the speedway is going to open again for another day of operation or not at this time. We tried to speak with the person who was opening the gates and was unsuccessful, but at this time we do know that this started off as the pull-up car show in...
Oh, Martin, you might be right. Okay. So Martin said maybe Boosie don't check in. Oh, you might be right. Because I remember back in the day you would have to check in when you go to a certain town. You might be right. Okay, let's continue. Here we go.
It was taking place yesterday evening when an active shooter call came in around 9 p.m. from the I-29 Speedway near Pacific Junction. Now, at this time, we do know that 2 people are confirmed to be dead and 1 other could possibly be injured, but investigators have not been able to confirm that. Police say there is no suspect in custody at this time. No motive for the shooting has been provided. Now, this is still an ongoing investigation, and they're encouraging anyone with information to call the Mills County Sheriff's Office at 712-527-4871. Now, again, we are working to get more information. I know that we tried to get a little bit more information this morning. They told us that they would not be sending that information until earlier this morning. So, again, we are still waiting to hear anything about this investigation, the preliminary facts of this investigation. But we will continue to keep you all updated on air and online as we get more information.
A bunch of stuff happened to you. You performed at the pull-up car show in
Fair use, because this is Vlad. So fair use. I don't want nobody to get in here and say no nonsense to me. Here we go. Fair use. Here we go.
Junction, Iowa. Rob 49 was on that same show. Before the show actually started, 2 men were shot dead. Both victims were from Omaha, Nebraska. Has nothing to do with you. Has nothing to do with Rob 49. But your name gets tied into it because it was your show.
Yeah.
How do you feel when you hear stuff like this?
I feel here we go again. I mean, that's just how I be. I'm like, here we go again. Like when something happens, I already know it's coming. Like if Boosie anywhere around, if Boosie got something to do with it,
right?
I already know it's coming.
Why does this keep happening? 2 shootings.
Green beans, there's nothing I can do about it. It's inside the gentleman's video, Diller's video. So that's why it's playing. I didn't just go pick him because I don't usually use his stuff. Y'all know that, right? So let's continue. So when you look at this building that Boosie was in, this looked like, one of those little small hole in the wall, clubs or whatever that a lot of Negroes be around doing foolery. Okay? And the thing is, if you knew you were going to have Boosie, you know what I'm saying? Your security's supposed to have been tight. Now, I saw, I think 18 put in here that they paid them sometimes, okay? They paid them sometimes. Guys, am I buffering or can you still see me? Because I looked like my screen was doing a buffering. Am I buffering or am I okay? Let me know. Put a 1 in the chat if I'm okay and put a 2 if I'm buffering for you. Okay? Let's continue. Here we go.
2 venues, different states, different nights, but eerily similar chaos. Is this just coincidence or something more? Was someone being targeted? Was this revenge? A grudge? Or just the cost of fame, a fortune, of a life lived in the spotlight? And most importantly, Will it happen again? Somewhere out there, a gunman is still free. Somewhere out there, a motive remains hidden. And as investigators chase answers, one thing is certain: the clock is ticking. Because if the past is any indication, this won't be the last time a night of music ends in blood and silence. All right, y'all, there y'all have it. That's the story of the bar shooting out in Akron with Lil Boosie Badazz. Hey, man, you know, I hope that the 2 men.
Shout out to Driller 247. I shared his content on our IG group chat, okay? So if y'all want to watch the full video, you can go over there and watch the full video. So this is the thing. Are they trying to send a message to Boosie? Also, one of y'all put in the chat, you know what I'm saying? Maybe he not checking in before he goes somewhere. Because y'all remember back in the day, the rappers would have to check in, okay? The rappers would have to check in. And could it be that he didn't check in? Okay? Could it be he didn't check in and so that's why the problem is going on? Okay? All right, I'm just saying. Okay? Green Beans, why you always talking about me? He said the purple should be illegal. Why? Now, let's get to the next one. Okay? We're going to get to the next one. And this is Boss Talk 101. Okay? This brother got a little, it's a little bit, you know, it's a little hood in here. Okay? It's a little hood in here. So Boss Talk 101, shout out to that brother. Amazing content as well. So they're going to get into it. They're going to talk a little, you know, a little slick talk about Boosie a little bit. Okay, but take heed to the message. Does not support foolery. I do not support violence. Okay, take heed to the message. Does not support violence because I'm monetized. Okay, fair use as well. Fair use. Here we go. Here's the next brother coming up. No, it's gonna be a commercial first. Okay, so yeah, this stuff. The thing that hurts so bad is that Boosie rap about this life. But he ain't in that thug life no more. He rap about this life, but he ain't living that life no more. Boosie live in a beautiful house, sitting on acres of land. He got all types of shit. He got a fish pond, catfish pond behind his house. Boosie living good. Boosie is not about that thug life no more. Okay? But yet, you know, this is how you started your rap career. So you got to continue talking about shoot 'em up. Okay? You know what? I'm going to share something with you. There's always a time when someone who grew up in the projects or grew up in foolery, that when they get older, they don't want to live like that no more. They don't want to live like that no more. I'm just saying. There's a time where when you grow up out of that nonsense and you just want to live comfortable. You don't want to be going through no foolery and this and that. And this is the thing. Boosie is in that era where he want to just live comfortable. He rap about it, but he not about that thug life. He not. You could tell right now. Look at him in his old age. He just enjoying his life, but he chasing a bag. But with these hole in the wall, you know, venues, he gotta get out of that hole in the wall venues. And I think what it is that Boosie is still in the church. What they call that? The chitlin circuit. He's still in the chitlin circuit. Now, mind you, he had been on the big stage before, but it's like he rocks around in the chitlin circuit because remember that bag, he chasing that bag. Boosie will do a show anywhere. Long as that money is right, he'll come. But I think he need to either get some better security. He need to do something different because you don't know if these people trying to take you down, my brother. I'm just saying. So let's get into Boss Talk 101. Shout out to this brother. And also fair use, baby. Fair use, honey. Fair
After
use.
a gunman started shooting inside a crowded bar where 3 people were injured. It happened early this morning at the Field House Lounge. When officers went inside, they found 2 victims. Both were taken to the hospital, listed in critical condition. The third victim went to the ER on his own with a minor injury. Police say there was a concert there, and at some point a fight broke out and a person began shooting. If you were there at that concert, you have any information about this incident, you're urged to contact police right away.
Hey man, listen man, check it man, hey guys man, Boosie, hey listen, more news is developing on that shooting that went on at that lounge up in Ohio, and listen, I'm telling you right now man, shots rang out, Boosie was ducking and dodging and trying to get out the way, and I don't know if you ever been in the hellfire when it jump off like that, but I'm telling you right now, it's not an easy situation. Looked like 3 people got hit. OG, you there?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Good morning, man. Hey, man, what's going on up there in Ohio, man, with this shooting? I know you've seen it.
Man, yeah, they say Boosie was trying to give a little concert up there, doing a little show at a small club, and some guys got into it, and 3 of them got shot, 2 of them critical, and Boosie said he didn't know what was going on. They had held him back there for so long, and then shots just started ringing out. Man, these guys today, you know, when you start hearing gunshots, it probably was trampled to death. Man, people don't play when they come to shoot.
Yeah, man, I'm talking about when the shots rang out. It was at the Fieldhouse Lounge. And I'm telling you right now, when them shots rang out in Akron, I mean, that's over there where LeBron from, and my boy Mike Bless, he with Country Wayne, them, that's where he from. These boys from over there, and over there on these, I didn't even know no brothers up there like that. You ever been up there?
Oh yeah, Akron, they got it. They trying to prove they got a little hood.
Let me pause this for a minute because Corey Joe came in here. Good morning, Corey Joe. Corey Joe said, hit that like button. Now I'm going to share something with y'all. It's 55 of y'all watching me. 53 now, okay? Why I only got 24 like buttons? Even 24 hits on that like button. Even if you don't like me, but you stayed back and you watching my shit, at least hit the like button. When I go to your channel, I may not get into the chat and start talking, but I'm watching you and I hit the like button. At least be nice. Hit the like button. Be nice, damn it. Come on now. It's all right you don't like this loudmouth heifer, but at least hit the like button because you came over here. Why is it only 28? Be nice. The like button is free. I didn't ask for no money or none of that stuff. Not yet. But the like buttons are free. Be nice. Hit the like button. And if you like the content, please like and subscribe to the page. Okay? All right now. Be nice. Be nice now. Here we go.
Yeah, everybody want to be like Compton, man. I mean, every city you go in.
Oh, just go with that bitch. I'm not gonna let you slide that in there. You know, boy, I can't stand your boy. Everybody want to be like Compton. Where the hell did that come from?
You gotta understand what DJ Quick said. I went to Akron and they just like Compton. Everybody want to be hood.
The first item I have is.
Now he ain't lying. All y'all do like to be hood, especially on YouTube. Y'all be getting in here. Y'all be swinging y'all hood, especially on YouTube. Oh my God. Y'all be in these YouTube boxes swinging y'all hood. It's so crazy. I don't care what nobody say. It's so crazy. Even listen, take heed. Listen. The shit that I have seen growing up, the stuff that I have been through, my family as well, the demonic things that they have done, I do not broadcast that like, yeah, I'm this, I'm that, all this other stuff. And I keep telling y'all, people who really have a dangerous family that do nonsense, they don't brag about it. They don't get up here and be like, yeah, my family do this and that. You'll never hear me say who the person is I'm talking about, where they live and this and that. Some of y'all, you know, them YouTubians. Y'all listen, the YouTubians be doing the most. The YouTubian content creators, they be doing the most. Corey Joe, thank you, baby, for the $2 super chat. Corey Joe said, be nice, ninjas, and hit that like button. Only ninjas, he said. Oh, my God. So let's continue, y'all. Let's continue. Here we go.
Oh, gee.
High yellow boys in Akron. You know, everybody toting guns. Y'all got too much of this gun carrying in y'all state, shooting too much, brother. I mean, you can't. I remember when we were in Greensboro down there, me and Freeway Rick and Melvin Farmer were down there. He did a concert in a little club, and some girls got to fighting down there. Man, and luckily it was almost at the end of the concert, but it got ugly. I mean, they didn't even start shooting, and they just got to hollering, and people started running and trampling. And you see, when stuff like that happens, you just got to back up and get against the wall, because you can get in some terrible stuff trying to run. You know, stay where you are, stay right. Your peace be still.
Man, I'm talking about bullets flying. People, they say three got hit or either trampled, injured. They didn't specify if they got hit. I heard the gunshots when they went off, boom, boom, and you see Boosie, he dancing there for a minute. Then he shakes over to the left and he ducks off. They grab him and you know, they probably at that point trying to get to the car and get the hell out of there, because you don't know what's going on at that point. You don't know who got shot, who out there killing. If they shooting at me, I'm up on the stage. I don't know who they shooting at.
The three in the hospital got gun wounds. They got holes in them.
So they did get hit.
Oh my goodness.
All three of them got hit too critical. They got.
Oh, so he.
Okay,
so it might have been a gun. It might have been a gun slinging content. I guess they ain't checking them at the door down there at the lounge. You just get in there. No metal detector.
They got girls going in there, bringing their guns for them, and a girl opened her purse, and the man look in and see a couple of tampons or something. He is not going in that purse. So,
gee, what he gonna see in there? What he gonna see?
He gonna see a couple of tampons up in there. He is not just sticking his hand down there. That's dangerous.
And they got that thing tucked off right under the bottom of the motel bar. Might even camouflage them a little bit to make you not even want to reach your hand up in there, right?
That's right. I'm telling you, man, because they getting them in. The old boy taking it as soon as they get in there. And it's just so, it's pitiful now that we have to go in an event strapped up with the potential to kill somebody at this date and time. You know, whether we realize it or not, we really need each other. We can't be taking no casualties. You know.
No, we can't.
Yeah, and I agree with you 100%. When you look at the way that, you know, because when you going in the club, right, and if you going over there, you go in the Field House Lounge, which a lounge it don't sound like a concert. It's big enough for a concert. The building might have been big enough for it. I don't know, but the way it looked, just according to the development of the area, it looked like just a little old hole-in-the-wall juke joint.
Couldn't carry no more than 500 people.
Yeah, and so you up in there, and you got, and Boosie don't care. He just want his bag. He want his back end. He ain't even tripping. He ain't tripping how big it is. It could be Matchbox big. If the nigga got a bag, he gonna definitely, do it. And then you get up in there, and then they let, and you at the door, and your homeboy at the door, and you know him, and you say, hey man, here, let me in first, and you slide him $100 or $200, and he don't even check you because y'all been knowing each other. Next thing you know, you in there with a big old pistol, and everybody else vulnerable.
Oh,
yes, yeah.
That's what they do. They pay at the door now. Them old big boys be at the door. They'll take.
So I think 18 said this earlier. So this is what they do. They pay at the door to get inside, and since they cool with the bouncer don't pat him down or check him and stuff. And then when he get in there, everybody else, you know what I'm saying, is in some foolery. Oh my God. Hey Ryan, how are you? Long time no see, honey. So can you imagine, y'all? Oh my God. Boosie is a magnet for this stuff. And I feel bad for him because that's not the life he want to live no more. But he's still rapping about it though. Because that's his rap career. You know what I'm saying? Shoot him up, shoot him up. That's his rap career. Let's continue. Here we go.
I said 200. I'm going to look for it. $50. They're $50.
What is it?
He said $50. He said they be handing them $50, baby. Oh my God.
$50. You get all the pistols in there you want.
That's right. That's
The real
right.
team, how are
Well,
you?
they got it because a lot of my partners from like Cincinnati and Columbus, Ohio, they are always saying trying to get artists. It's like a thing. Artists don't come through Ohio like they come through Texas or they come through Georgia or something like that. I don't know what it is with Ohio, but a lot of rappers and stuff, they pass by Ohio, man. I'm talking about dudes offering $30,000-$40,000 for walkthroughs. So I see why you walk through up in there, $30,000 ain't enough to get shot.
Yeah, but where they busting up there, you might have to run through.
Ain't
The
no
walk through ain't gonna be shit. The way Boosie was running through that, you can get up there. All money ain't really good money.
That's true too.
All bags ain't good bags. So that I'm checking to make sure what's going. But see, that's the part about boosting them.
I think he talking about 18. I think he talking about sliding the $50 to the bouncer. You know what I'm saying? Give him a little change, $50 or $100, so they don't pat him down, so he can get in there and do what the hell he want to do. If he don't like somebody in there, or he got a problem with somebody. The thing is that the younger generation, y'all love to tote guns. Did I offend you? Did I offend you? The younger generation, y'all love to tote guns. None of y'all can take an ass whooping. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can't take an ass whooping. Some of y'all don't actually know how to fight. Okay? You can't ball up your fists and get it thumping. Most of y'all just go, get that peace, be still. But y'all can't take no ass whooping. See, 70s and 80s babies, we can take an ass whooping. We can take one, and we have given ass whoopings too. Okay? We can take an ass whooping. But y'all younger generation, y'all can't take an ass whooping. Y'all can't. Y'all don't want nobody to whoop your ass. You done lost and shit. You don't want nobody to whoop your ass. You pull out that piece, be still. See, if you get up there with your hands, at least you got another day. You know what I'm saying? Take heed to the message does not support violence, baby. I'm monetized. We don't support violence. I got to say that for YouTube, for the YouTubians, okay? Shout out to Dr. Umar for the YouTubians, okay? Yeah, y'all can't take an ass whooping. Y'all can't. This is why y'all quick to grab a piece, be still. I ain't lying. That's why I never like to see, when you see the younger people get into these boxing matches and stuff. I never like to see stuff like that because some of y'all can't take ass whoopings. Like after the expedition or whatever y'all done did and shit, what if the person ain't in their right mind that you call yourself trying to battle and they bring a peace be still to the boxing match or whatever and take you out? That's why I never agree with all this, because, we all YouTubians and we get up here and you have a big fight or something like that. You never know what these people's minds are. Remember, you only see them on the computer. You only see them on the computer. You don't know if they rocking with demon time. And then y'all gather all these Negroes together and none of y'all never think what's going to happen next. You know what I'm saying? None of y'all, some of these people that you invite to doing these boxing events and stuff, you don't know if they're son husband, if they were raised with their mama alone. Because let me share something with you. A son husband will fight you faster than a man who was groomed and raised by his daddy. Because the one who was groomed and raised by his daddy, he gonna think of other shit that he got to do, and he don't want to go through jail time. But those ones who been raised by their mama, just all you got to do is go to the prison. All of them will tell you they was raised by their mama. All of them will get up there and tell you, my mama raised me alone. Because the judgment is not clear. Most of y'all who tote these peace be stills, you only was raised by your mama. You don't know how to take an ass whooping. You don't know how to take an ass whooping. You don't. One thing that hurts our community, and even a KKK love it, is that when we get peace be stills and we delete each other. You know, the black community is just eating themselves. You hear me? We're just eating ourselves. The black community is just eating. We're just eating ourselves. And the KKK just sit back and just watch. They just sit back and just watch us act a damn fool. Here we go.
That's the part about not only Boosie, but a lot of rappers going into these situations for that bag. It ain't no, a rapper is one of the hardest jobs that you can run into out there trying to get your bag when you're into that thugging and drill music, and that you got to have your head on straight if you gonna go up in there and get that bag, because you got them boys in there been listening at you talking about, get the strap, we gonna burn this mother, we feel the, hey, listen, go hard, Dylan, you know, and next thing you know, these niggas in there really trying to pull this shit off, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. One thing I can say about Boosie, like they used to say about Frankie Beverly and the Mays, the hardest working man in the music industry, in the rap industry. I don't think nobody outworks Boosie.
No, hell no.
That brother, he be getting his money and going, like you say, in whatever they.
Cancel all your subscriptions.
Renee, baby. Oh my God. Renee said, that's nasty, take heed. You can't be telling the truth today. I know, baby. I know. That's why the algorithm is acting a fool today. Okay? Can you imagine? But this is what Boosie uplifts. Shout out to Boosie Badazz, but this is what he uplifts. This same demonic stuff, and then when it come his way, what happened? He like, oh man, you know, this happened the same thing. You know, he up there, this happened the same thing last time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You bringing the demonic stuff to you, baby. You ain't even in this no more like you used to. Just sell your chips, baby. Just sell your chips and your food products and stuff, baby. The other stuff, just leave it alone, honey. Just leave it alone. Because they taking your music, honey. They taking your music and they trying to live it, honey. I'm telling you right now, they trying to live it and they bringing it to your concerts. Yes, honey.
Like you say, in whatever the Elks Lounge, he'll go anywhere.
Yeah, the Field House Lounge. That's where he was at.
The Field House, the Elks Lounge, the Moose Lounge, whatever.
Wherever the hell they got to get that back in.
I wouldn't have went in there for all the tea in China. That boys act up.
Yeah, but I can tell you right now, Boosie, you know.
He said I wouldn't go there for all the tea in China because those boys be acting up. He ain't right. Them Negroes, that's what it be. Here we go.
Get a lot of the blame a lot of time. Last year he had a shooting. I covered it. I forgot where it was at, but it was another little small town up in one of these areas like where you at on this one. And they got the shooting outside and they blamed it on Boosie then. You know, a lot of times they blame it on the artists that come to the town. The artists ain't doing nothing but being booked, man. It ain't up to him to get the security and all that done. He ain't doing nothing but just showing up, and he really don't want to show up till it's time to perform and leave.
And that's the sad part about it, because it's a bad look that he tries to entertain these little tobs and deal with stuff like that. It puts him in a bad light. Now he ain't gonna go to Jackson, Mississippi. He ain't gonna go to Mobile, Alabama now because of the likelihood. So we bring so much crazy stuff on us by doing this weird stuff, you know. These white people, they don't do that at them hillbilly concerts, you know. Man, we got to calm down.
Yeah, we gotta do a lot better, guys. We got to do a lot better.
He said they don't be doing that at them hillbilly concerts. He said we got to calm down. Green Bean said making Boosie end up in prison. Green Bean saying this could make Boosie end up in prison again for something he has nothing to do with. This is true. But this happened to another rapper. I forgot the name of the rapper. That a shooting happened at one of his shows, and they blamed him because he was on what was he on? What they call that? Probation. He was on probation. Can you imagine? Let's continue.
Man, so
Almost done.
man, get in the comments, let us know, man. You know, OG Pyru done spoke out, you know, on the fact of
So that's the end. Boss Talk 101. Shout out to that king right there. I appreciate your content, sir. Fair use, damn it. Got to say fair use. Y'all listen, it's something else, y'all. It's something else. It's something else. So we got the logistics of this whole nonsense and how Boosie trying to make that money, and we understand he trying to make that money, but there's a lot of stuff that's coming along with it because Boosie's song is something else. Boosie's song be something else, and I ain't lying to you. When you listen to Boosie music, it be something else. Okay, here we go. Watch this one. Here we go. Yeah, set this bitch off. So what? I mean, come on now. You attracting this stuff. You attracting it. You know what I'm saying? If you out here speaking it into existence, you attracting it. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Now I'm not here to clown Boosie. I'm not. I like some of the shit Boosie be saying when it comes to the black community and then when it comes to our sisters. I ain't mad at him about it, but and he getting that bag. I'm not mad with him about it either. But they have to have better security because Boosie got a lot of kids, and Lord knows, you know, some people may want him gone, but those children need him. Those children need him. You understand? Those children need him. Oh my God. Gotta do better. Renee said a Kardashian boyfriend had a concert of horror in Houston last year or so. Yes. Yes, the children were saying like a demonic portal open or something. I remember that one. That the people were acting crazy. They had like a stomp. I think people passed away because they stampeded or something, I think. Something like that. Or did somebody faint? I'm not sure. I don't remember. Can you imagine? Allegedly. Let me say allegedly. So that's the whole nonsense with Boosie. I pray that don't stop him doing his work because he need the money to take care of his family. But you got to do better. Get some better security. Get your own security at the door. Or tell these people, like, listen, if something happen, make them sign a contract. Like, if something happen, you know what I'm saying, you liable, you know, da 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 da. Because this is their establishment. They're liable for anything that happened here, right? You know what I'm saying? You not supposed to have your bouncers accepting $150, $150, $200 just to get past so these people could get in here and do some nonsense. And then also we gotta remember, if Boosie is not checking in with these, these gangsters, these groups and stuff like that before he come to the town, you know what I'm saying? So you don't know if that's the problem too, because it said like every time Boosie do some venue, it's always some nonsense. Okay, listen, shout out to Boosie. I'm glad he's okay. My heart breaks for the families of the people who were hurt, but they're in ICU. I pray that they make a speedy recovery. You know what I'm saying? One content creator was like, my condolences. I'm like, wow, condolences. The people in ICU, they still got some time to fight. You know what I'm saying? So, we gonna get on to something else. All right. I pray everybody get out that situation in a timely manner. I hope the people in ICU get better and they get stable. You know what I'm saying? In Yahshua's name we pray. Amen. Okay. Shout out to, we got to switch the subject. Shout out to Deli Wrap Up Crew. Okay. I want y'all to hear this, what he said. Check this out, what he said.
The reason why they may look like better cheaters is because of us. If I go up to a dude and like, yo, you smashing my shorty? Nah, homie, I'm a friend. If a shorty get approached by a female, the female's gonna let it all out.
So what you're saying is men are better side pieces than women are?
Yes, which makes them look like better cheaters. Women can have a side relationship for years because you know why? I ain't gonna tell that I'm getting free on the side. Who does that? That's the truth. You know, women are not good cheaters. It's just that men hold it down and they don't. Only reason why they may look like better cheaters is because of us. If I go up to a dude and like, yo, you smashing my shorty?
Is that true? Is that true, y'all? Is it that women are not better cheaters, but it's because the brothers they messing with don't tell? The brothers they messing with just be like, listen, I'm just friends with your girl. I'm just friends with her. We ain't doing nothing crazy. Huh? We ain't doing nothing crazy. Ryan said, I was a side dude for 9 years. Ryan, damn. Ryan. Oh, my God. Ryan said, I was a side dude for 9 years. Oh, man. Ryan. Oh, God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Ryan. Well, I can't correct you, my brother. I'm not, I'm just, listen. If you was my sister, I'd be on that ass. But my brothers, y'all get in here and do what it do. Okay, 9 years? Oh my God. Ryan said 9 years. Now listen. So what this brother is saying is that because men don't tell, they get in that pussy, they do not run and tell nobody. Okay? And even when your man asks them, they be like, nah, we just friends. We ain't doing nothing else. We just friends. But when the woman approach another woman, women are quick to tell when men cheat. Baby. Okay, Ryan said I'm a husband now. All right, Ryan. All right. You got past that Pookie and Rere stage. All right now. Okay? So women are quick to tell. Like once they sleep with a married man, baby, they can't wait for the wife to find out. Baby, they can't wait for the wife to find out, honey. They'll be fake calling the house. The phone keep hanging up, this and that. You know what I'm saying? Phone keep hanging up. The wife wondering what's going on. You know what I'm saying? She befriend your wife on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? When she see a picture of you and your wife together, she puts some messed up face emoji there. Everybody else putting heart faces. She put this nasty bitch put a messed up emoji there. That's how y'all get caught. That's how y'all get caught. You wondering like, what the hell? You know what I'm saying? Y'all always want the wife to know. But the thing that shock you more is that when a wife tell you, I done already knew about you, bitch. I done already knew about you. I just couldn't put my face on it. You know what I'm saying? I already knew about you, bitch. You know what I'm saying? This is what, and that be the messed up part, because you be thinking you doing something, and then the wife say she already knew about you. Okay? And I'm going to share something with you. Sometimes them wives will take your name somewhere. Okay? Sometimes them wives will take your name somewhere. And sometimes it won't be to Yahweh. Now, I suggest to take the name to Yahweh, because Yahweh can do it better than anybody. But sometimes they take your name to roots. You know what I'm saying? They get in here and get some nonsense going because, you have called, you trying to destroy their family. That's all. You got to be mindful of sleeping with married men and married women. You got to be mindful of this thing. Man, I'm telling you. You got to be mindful of this stuff because somebody take your name, they find out who you are, take your name to an altar. Honey, baby, shit that you never thought was happening, that could never happen to you, shit start happening to you. Now, I'd rather go to Yahweh because he'll go to you in your dreams and tell you you better sit down somewhere. I'd rather go to Yahweh and let Yahweh tell you because he is scared the hell out of you and tell you better sit down somewhere. You doing nonsense, okay? But y'all, y'all get in here, y'all excited about sleeping with married men and married women. And then when all hell break loose in your house, you wondering what the hell going on. Yes, because you out there screwing somebody that belonged to somebody else. Then sometimes you don't even know if the wife is crazy. You know what I'm saying? or if the husband is crazy, and somehow they follow they husband or they wife or whatever, they follow them somewhere and see where y'all made up at, and it could be your house. And then like the next following week, you see some big man roll up at the house and say, "You screwing my wife. I saw her come over here." And then he just pull out a "Peace be still" and take you out by the door. Now, take heed to the message. Does not support violence. Okay, I don't support violence. Then you might have a sister who come to your house and say, listen, heifer, I know where your mama live, your grandmama live, your auntie live. I know where you drop your kids off at the daycare. Let me share something with you. You better leave my husband alone. The next time I see you around my husband, okay, you ain't gonna have this pretty house no more. You're not gonna have this pretty house. That car you got out there, you ain't gonna have that car no more. And I'm gonna let you know. I'm gonna let you know. Stay away from my husband. Because when you mess with somebody's life and they have been intertwined with their husband or wife, and they don't see anything crazy going on in their marriage, and they content with their marriage, people will take you down. People will take you down. Y'all be, some of y'all side chicks be. I remember a couple months ago, I posted a video about 3 side chicks, black women, who were bragging about being a side chick. Who brags about being a side chick? Bragging about being a side chick. Because this is the culture that we uplift. It's good to be a side chick. You know what I'm saying? It's good to be a side dude. And then sometimes you don't even know that you signing your own death certificate. Y'all got to be mindful of what you do, baby. I'm telling you right now. So we're going to go to something else. We're going to switch off to something else. So that video came from Deli Wrap Up Crew. The next video coming is positive videos. Okay. Now, we have talked about this many times, but we're going to talk about it one more time. Okay. One more time. We're going to talk about it because, this is the content for this gender war nonsense. Okay. Hey, Star, how are you, baby? So this man said this and this woman said, not me, but in a general sense, most women are like this. Okay. Most women are like this genuinely. Okay. Here we go.
A man will sacrifice his happiness for his family, and a woman will sacrifice her family for her happiness.
I don't believe that.
I believe it.
Because you guys are the men.
No, because it happened to me in real life. Yeah, I believe that, and that happens a lot. I think it's, listen, it's just hard for you to accept it, because I don't think, I think you would be different. No, yeah, you're good, but my mom left when I was like 1 or 2.
See, that gives me chills.
She disappeared.
About that.
Not disappeared, but like she was wanting to like go do young people stuff and go party and stuff like that. Well, my dad had to stay, go to work and take care of me. She did come back eventually, but that's picking happiness over her family.
Yeah.
And my mom's sorry for it now. I'm not just. Yeah, I guess you.
Yeah.
But
No, they gave me like chills.
why?
I don't know. It's sad to think about.
Some real. Do you guys believe?
So the young lady that's on the panel with them said, I don't believe this, but it's true. It's true. Women do that. They will rather pick their own happiness and they can destroy the kingdom. I'm not happy. And the thing is that the fake sisterhood, y'all promote this. If you not happy, girl, just leave, girl. And the thing is that happiness is from the devil. This is what I believe. Happiness is from the devil, okay? Joy is what you're supposed to have in a marriage. Happiness is from the devil. I'm telling you right now. Because you will go, just because you're not happy at that time, okay? You might be going through a season of, some trouble. And because you're going through a season, you can break the kingdom. Okay? You can go in there and tell your husband, I don't want to be married to you no more. I'm leaving you with these kids and I'm out of here. Okay? And he said his mother did that. His mother did that to his father because she wanted to enjoy her youth. She wanted to get out there and party and stuff like that. She wanted to enjoy herself while he had to work and take care of him. And he said she was gone for a minute, but she came back and she regretted all of it after she done got her ass beat by probably so many other men done got in here, and she done passed that pussy off like the collection plate, and then she done found out, she done effed around and found out that that was not the life she wanted to live. And the husband still took her back. I would have left that heifer right on the porch. You got to stay out here. You got to stay out here. I don't know what you bringing home. You got to stay out here on this porch, baby. You know what I'm saying? Now, after she done had all her fun, now she ready to come home. That's what most of y'all do. Look at Tia. I know y'all said, damn, Tiki, that's nasty. Look at Tia. Look at Tia right now. She done had all the fun she wanted to, okay? All right, I don't know if she was giving that pussy away like the collection plate. I don't know. I want to get out here and judge. But she thought she was going to go out there and find a gym, okay? Okay, I'm not going to cut up Mimi. I'm not going to cut up. She thought she was going to go out there and find a gym. She ain't find nothing. She had to turn around and go back to Cinder. Did I say that again? Did I say that right? She had to turn around and return back to Cinder. Y'all crazy. Y'all be thinking something out there. You go and destroy your marriage because you think something is out there for you. Baby, it's scary out here. People passing that ass like the collection plate, okay? People passing that ass like the collection plate and come home with something you can't get rid of. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Okay? Ain't no way. Because you want to have fun. You want to enjoy. You know, I'm not happy. I'm not happy. Oh, my God. Some of y'all get in here and say, my husband is too boring. My husband is too boring. He don't do this and he don't do that. Learn how to aggravate him. My husband all the time. All the time. It's like clockwork. My husband is a professor. Do you hear me? Without me, okay? Without me aggravating him, okay? This man is a professor because he has done all his shit when he was young. So now he old and got the glasses on. This man is a professor, okay? My job is to aggravate him on a deli. Do I like my job? I love my job, okay? I love my job. That's my job, to aggravate this man on a deli. On a daily basis. I do not miss a chance to aggravate this man. Side, what's up, baby? How are you? I don't miss one chance to aggravate this man. Okay? I take all opportunities. Okay? He'll be laying on the chair minding his business. I will come bother him. I will bite this man out the blue. He be watching the news. I will bite him. I will sit on him. You sitting up here talking about, he's he's so boring. He's this. Learn how to aggravate your husband. My king will be laying in the bed. I come upstairs. I will just start biting the heck out of him. Just biting him. He'll be like, why? I can't have no peace. No. I'm your punishment. You did something in your past. Okay? You did something in your past, and I'm here. I'm here. That's what it is. Okay? Y'all get in here and y'all be like, no, he's boring. He's this. Listen, all men have a season of just being calm. My king has done all his stuff nonsense when he was young. And so now he just an old man with some glasses on and salt and pepper beard that I like to bite and pull and all that stuff. I'm your punishment, sir. I know you're watching my stream right now. I'm your punishment. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay? This will continue until God call me home. I apologize for being your punishment. Okay? But it is what it is. You must have did something. Okay? You got to talk to Yahweh. You must have did something. Okay? I don't know what it is, and I'm sorry. Okay? I'm sorry, but listen, it is what it is. Okay? Miss Straight Up No Chaser, I am sorry. She gonna say, you not sorry. I am sorry. Okay, just a little bit. Just a little bit. You know, not too much. Okay, not too much. Okay. Okay. Now, let's continue. Now, shout out to CJ Slater. Okay, I hope I'm saying his name correctly. He's an amazing content creator on IG. Okay, and this young woman who is beautiful, she's 5'11". Okay, and she has some choice words about her cousin. Her and her cousin went to a club, and she has some choice words about her cousin, and she went live because she wanted everybody to know about her cousin. So y'all tell me what she's saying. Y'all tell me if it makes sense what she's saying or not. We're gonna jump to another subject. Here we go, y'all.
Somebody had a tall glass of haterade before they went out. Y'all check this video out. We'll come back and talk about it.
My friend, she's like 4'1" or something like that. Y'all see her? She said 5'2". So we walking out, and there's some guy. He's like maybe like 6'4" or something. I'm like 5'10", right? Okay, y'all got the context. So why would you talk to her when you got the model right here? I'm not trying to be a right?
For somebody who's not trying, you're doing a pretty good job.
She's pretty, right? But why are you talking to the short one when I'm right here? You walk past me first.
Let me take a guess at this. He don't like you, man.
You say I'm talking about, like, why are you doing that? And I don't know. It just it confuses me because, like, why are you doing that?
Now, I know this word is a little weird. I know you women are not used to men saying it, but it's called preferences. Now, I know it's normal with everybody else, but with men it's a little confusing.
Do you understand where I'm coming from? Do I sound ridiculous, or it doesn't make sense to me? So you saw the pretty 5'10" girl, right?
Oh, that's nice.
5'10", your height, right? And then you saw the, what'd she say, 5'2"? 5'2". You saw the 5'2" one, right? And you said, let me talk to the 5'2" so I can have short sons.
You really think that's what a man is thinking about when he's trying to holler at a chick? No. Lady, when a man is rolling up on you trying to get your phone number, he is not thinking about the day when he's going to hold his baby in the air. He is just focusing on how to get your legs in the air.
So I can have non-athletic sons, right?
9.
I don't want a son that's going to be athletic, right? Why? Like, so who? So why would you talk to the 5'2" girl who's not gonna give you athletic sons? Like, that's weird business to me. Like, why would you do that? So can y'all answer that? Like, the guys that's like 6'2" and 3. Why would y'all talk to somebody that's like 5'2" when y'all saw somebody that's like 5'10" and that could give you sons? Give you sons. Go. That can put them in the NFL or NBA or whatever whatever. Why?
I've seen a lot of videos with women hating on other women, but this has to be up there with the best of them. She is straight up hating on short girls getting love from tall dudes. Now, yes, it would make sense for a taller dude to go after a taller girl, but lady, that's just not how this world works. Just like there's a lot of big girls out there who won't date a big guy, and vice versa. I don't know what to tell you. There are men out there who prefer shorter girls. The same way there are some women who prefer taller guys. It's just what it is. You can't get mad at this man because you ain't his type. Like I said earlier, men are not allowed to have preferences. We're supposed to like whatever y'all want us to like. It is okay for somebody not to like you. Why would you want a man who is not feeling you to come talk to you just because? Who would want that anyway? You would want him to go talk to your friend if that's what he wanted, because you said he walked right by you. Now, if he didn't see you and then he talked to your girlfriend, then you can say something. But he walked right by you. You were standing right there. That means he don't like you, ma'am. That's what that means. And it is okay. There will be a man out there who will see you and he'll be feeling you right off the rip. But I have to check.
But I'm going to share something with you because most of y'all are arrogant. You know, men can see that nonsense. Most of y'all just arrogant. You think you all that. So he went for the little short one, the 5'2". Shout out to the short girls, okay? He went for the 5'2". That's what he wanted. Probably, and she looked at, and she was chubby and thick in the waist. So that's probably what he like. That's probably what he like. And some of y'all look like a stick. Hey Tracy, what's going on, baby? Some of y'all look like a stick. Not every man wants to date a stick, and not every man wants to date thick in the waist. Some men have preferences. They like them different. Okay, they like them different. And men can't have preferences. You know, if you get in here and say, I don't want to date a baby mama. Okay? Or you get in here and say, I don't want to date no fat girl. You know what I'm saying? Or you get in here and say, I don't want to date no skinny girl. You evil. You know what I'm saying? If you get in here and say that, you evil. Okay? I can't get in here and say, you know, men can't get in here and say what they like. Sister 1973, thank you, baby. Nothing like a diabolical hater to get you going in life. That's nasty. But you telling the truth, honey. Because Kevin Hart, no. Cat Williams said, you supposed to at least have about 14 haters. He said you got to at least have 14 haters. If you don't have 14 haters, you're doing something wrong, I think he said. Oh, my goodness. Can you imagine? She hating on her friend. Mind you, the guy didn't stop at her. He went straight to the friend. That's what he saw. He went straight to the friend. There's nothing wrong with that. Most guys don't, you know, the ones who tall, they don't usually date tall women either. Most of the time, they like them, you know, chubby and short. Okay? Some guys like them chocolate. Some like them light skin. But men can't have no preference. You can't have no preference. You got to give what I give you. This is what I look like. This is what you got to accept. No, there's a whole, listen, there's not enough men to go around. There's not enough, okay? Okay, shout out to the Planned Parenthood. There's not enough black men in our community. So you got to, he gets to choose. He get to choose what he want because it's too many of y'all women, okay? It's too many of y'all women. So he get to choose who he want to be with. And is she in here hating on him? Baby, Shout out to Corey Joe for the $2 super chat, baby. Here we go first. Here's Corey Joe. Here we go.
You gotta check that pH balance, baby.
Shout out to Corey Joe, 1000 watts radio.
Gotta check that pH balance,
Please like and subscribe to that brother's channel.
You gotta check that pH balance, baby.
All right now. Hateration. Tracy said hateration.
Balance, baby.
All right now.
Something is off.
Green beans, you wrong.
Something ain't right. Something is in the air tonight. Something smells fishy, and we ain't.
Yeah, Mimi, I just talked about it. I did see
Thinking
it.
to myself, what the hell is this? Sex is good, but please do better.
Martin got a whole list of how he likes his women.
Together,
Martin, you're wrong, Martin. All right now. One more time. Sister 1973, this is for you, baby. Thank you, honey, for the $4.99 super chat. All right now.
balance, baby. You gotta check that pH balance, baby. You gotta check
that
pH balance, baby.
no ratchet.
Something is off.
Something is off, baby.
Something ain't right.
He said, I need you to take a bath too.
Tonight.
Oh, Martin crazy.
Something's
Hey,
Martin.
Martin.
And we ain't eating fish.
Oh, shit.
Thinking to myself.
Thinking to myself.
What the hell is this?
What the hell is this, honey?
Sex is good.
Sex is good, baby.
Please do better.
But I need you to do better. Clean that pussy,
You need
baby.
to get that pH balance together, baby.
All right now. All right now, wait a minute. Green Bean said that horn and that guitar. Gotta check that pH balance, baby. Now let me see what Martin wrote. I like my females to be 5'5" or 5'8". Slender, thick build, no waves, no ratchetness, kind, soft spoken. Got to be able to cook. And got to be able to cook. He said take baths, not showers. That's nasty. But at least you got to come. It's sad that you got to come out and say that this is what I require. I need you to make sure you be taking a bath. This is what I require. Okay? I don't want to have no pH balance, baby. I don't want to have to smell nothing when you open your legs. Martin is wrong. Martin is wrong. Okay? Ruby, we talked about that. Yeah, we talked about that. We talked about that. The woman who left the 2 babies in the car. Yeah, they locking her up. Mimi, I saw you put that in the chat too. They getting her. Those babies passed away from carbon dioxide, y'all. Y'all know I'm saying the word wrong. But that's what, they getting her. They getting her. And the mama too. They said the mama too because the mama was with her. So the mama too. The oldest one had lice. He had lice, but what did she say? I take my babies to the doctor. You remember she said, my babies are healthy. Y'all remember how she was crying? My babies are healthy and this and that. She was crying and everything. How can you say your babies is healthy and a 2-year-old got a mouth full of rotten teeth? How the baby got a mouth full of rotten teeth? What kind of hell? What kind of hell? The oldest one got lice. What kind of hell? Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. Oh, they gave her a house? They probably just take it back. Let her go to jail, damn it. Let her go to jail. When I saw those crocodile tears, I was like, ain't no way. They got so many programs. The last thing I would have thought of was to be in the car with them babies. That's the last thing I would have thought of, baby. I'd have been at that welfare building, knocking that door down and everything. I know we done switched the subject real quick, y'all. But I would have been knocking the welfare door down, baby. Let me share something with you. Pride don't catch me, baby. Tracy, thank you, baby, for the $10 super chat, honey. I appreciate you, my dear, for always donating to the channel, baby. Thank you so much. Ain't no way. Pride don't catch me, baby. Pride don't catch me. If I know I'm on the verge of losing my apartment, baby, I am going to the welfare building. Cause she was on welfare. Ain't no way. I'll be going to the welfare building, knocking that door down, talking to my caseworker, please, I need some help. I can't maintain my rent no more. And more than likely, I bet you, y'all, she was on Section 8. And probably paying like $25 or $100 a month. And she was too busy partying it up with her friends and shit. Because y'all saw the video of her and her friends. Now, I don't know if that was before the babies passed away or after the babies passed away. But the thing is, you was in the casino, you and your mama. This is allegedly, they said, she was in the casino allegedly. But the car, when the car run out of gas, you supposed to, shut the car off, find a place for you and those babies to be. That is crazy. That is crazy. I don't feel bad. I'm glad. I'm glad she going to jail. I'm glad she going to jail. Tracy, this for you, baby. I appreciate you, honey. You know what breaks my heart, y'all, and I always tell y'all this. When the baby mama can't stand those can't stand the baby daddy, they'll let anything happen to those children. I'm telling you right now. Because she had the opportunity to give those kids to the father. How is a 9-year-old got, lice like that? You ain't get nothing to get the baby hair, you ain't take no precaution, get medication to get all that off the baby hair. The baby that's 2 haven't been to the dentist and all that other stuff. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't make sense. So when the baby mama don't like, because the other 2 children, where were they? She has 4. She has 2 baby daddies. So what that mean? Probably the 2 baby daddies, the one who has the other 2 kids, those kids were with their father. And so these 2, she just, from what it looked like to me, she didn't want to take care of those babies. I'm not gonna say she wished death upon those babies, but she didn't want to take care of those babies. She didn't want to, and she didn't want him to have the pride of raising those boys properly. That's what it looked like to me. Because pride don't catch me, baby. Pride don't catch me. If I don't have a place to stay, those kids are going with their father. I don't have nowhere to stay. I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm living out my car, this and that, whatever. I need you to take care of these kids. I'm going to tell the truth. But because, pride, pride let you believe that you were doing the right thing by those kids. But when you can't stand that baby daddy, baby, then for 3 months, she kept those kids away from their father for 3 months. Okay? For 3 months, he said he ain't had no contact with those children for 3 months straight. Because those kids would have told their father that they was homeless. Especially that 9-year-old. I damn sure would have told. I took that ass whooping though. Because she was going to probably beat him. I would have took that ass whooping and told my father, like, listen, we homeless. We homeless. It's sad. It's sad. I'm glad she going to jail. All of them was like, oh, give her a break. Give her a break. Somebody was saying, give her a break. Give who a break? Give who a break? Martin, thank you, baby, for the $5 super chat. I just saw it. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, my dear. Here we go. Here we go. This is for Martin, that pH balance, baby. Martin said, check that pH balance, baby. You gotta check that pH balance, baby. That pussy gotta be clean for me to mess with you. You gotta check that pH balance, baby. He said you got to check that pH balance, baby. You gotta check that pH balance, baby. Martin said, clean that pussy, baby. I can't. Sister 1973 said they feet be crusty and dusty. I'm tired. Something is in the air tonight. All right now. Something smells fishy. Mimi said, get that soap. I'm tired of Mimi. Thinking to myself. What the hell is this? All right now. Sex is good. All right. But please do better. You got to get that pH balance together, baby. Oh, shit. If you like the content, please like and subscribe to the page, baby. Donate to the page, also. Martin said a tub full of water. He said I need a tub full of water. Oh, that's nasty. That's nasty. You wrong for it. You wrong for it, Martin. Thank you for the $5 super chat. I appreciate you, sir. Okay, so now, let's see. Let's see what else we got. It's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking. A lot of the stories coming out the woodworks. It's terrible. It's a lot of stuff, y'all. It's crazy. Mm-mm-mm. So I know a lot of y'all be talking about me, okay, on these YouTubian streets, okay, and y'all be like, all Take Heed does is talk about her husband, you know, and I understand. I understand. But this woman right here, she gonna break it down on why Take Heed talk about her husband the way that she does. Okay. Shout out to this sister. Okay. Fantastic. Okay. I don't know. Fatatastic. Okay, that's the name of the girls. Fatatastic, that's her channel. Okay. So I want y'all to hear what this woman says right here. Okay. And I'm gonna share something with you. I swear by what she's saying right now. I have to put my hand up. I swear by what she's saying right now. Okay. There's only one man in the world. Everybody get this one man that can call you late in the midnight hour and make your ass get up at 1, 2, 3 in the morning, and your ass will be there. Okay, with a Yankee cap on backwards and some jeans and a hoodie. Okay, at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. Okay, and everybody has met this man, but I was able to marry mine. So here we go. Here we go.
Every woman has that one man that they'll do shit for. I used to think that shit was a myth, but there is a person right now that could call me and tell me where to show up butterball motherfucking naked with a pack of beer and a bag of pistachios. And I will be right there without question. Like this, okay? Without a flinch. And it's hilarious because a lot of men think that they can have a woman like that. And it be the quiet ones that do that shit to you. A Blur did that shit to me. He let me talk my ass right on into a trap. Then he choked me out with my own legs. And I've been on call ever since. When every other person that tries to entertain you is obsolete. You are not going to give two fucks about anybody else if they're not bringing that kind of power, that kind of energy to the table. This motherfucker could wake up in the middle of the night right now and tell me, do a spread eagle handstand and put whipped cream and cherry on top doing the splits. And I would be at the foot of his bed with a PlayStation controller doing... Every woman has that one man that they'll do.
So listen, just because, you know, don't hate me. Don't hate me. Take Heed, love her husband too much. She always talking about her husband. I'm guilty for what this woman said. Every woman has met this one type of man that can wake her up at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, and she could walk out her house with a baseball New York Yankee hat on backwards with a hoodie, some jeans, and a tank top shirt, getting down to his house, catching the cab to his house. Now I'm letting you know that that's the type of shit Take Heed was on when I first met my husband. Okay, so this is why Take Heed talked the way she talked, because this happened to me. Okay, but the only thing, I was blessed to be able to have mine on a deli. Okay, that I was able, he married me. Cause I'll be in trouble for somebody else. I'll be in trouble. I'll be cheating. I'll be cheating right now. I'll be cheating right now. If I ain't marry this man and marry somebody else, I'll be cheating right now. Okay? You ever had that one man that could call you late in the midnight hour, baby? Cause he done captured your mind. He done captured your mind. Mine have captured my mind. Okay? He done captured your mind. And so now when he call you, you telling your man, you ain't even married. You telling your man, you know what? I'm going to see you later. You know, because you don't move in with your other man. You say, I'll see you later. I'm going home. And it be like 2, 3 in the morning. And you just start putting on your shit. And the other guy wondering what the hell going on. And you like, nah, I got to go home. I'm going home. Okay. You get in that car. You spin the block. Boom. All of a sudden you make it to this man's house. You make it to the other man's house. Okay. You done did donuts and shit to get there. That's what happened. That's what happened. Okay? I ain't lying. I ain't lying. So I'm happy that mine said I want to marry your big ass. You know what I'm saying? So I'm happy for that. Okay? So that's why I don't hate. Don't hate. Okay? Don't hate. Y'all know I told y'all there have been times where my king will be like, I'm hungry. I need something to eat. And it'd be 3 in the morning. What you think Take Heed do? I get my big ass up and I cook something for this man. I cook something for him. Yes, I do. Okay? Now, y'all remember I gave y'all that skit a couple weeks ago when I said the sister was talking about how that man hit that bottom. How that man hit that bottom and you can't breathe, you holding your chest, you crying and everything. That's Take Heed. That's why you hear Take Heed talk the way she talk. Baby, my husband had captured my mind. I don't entertain no foolery. I don't. Once I see foolery come my way, I go exit, boom, I gotta go. You know what I'm saying? You won't capture my mind. Exit, I gotta go. Okay? Don't hate on me. Don't hate on me. Okay? It is what it is. Don't hate on me. 18 for the $5 super chat said, happiness comes from within oneself. We have to stop blaming others for a war we are fighting within ourselves. Just mad with everyone. Baby, go ahead now. Listen. That's why I'm just letting y'all know. Okay? This is why I always tell y'all that I love to aggravate my husband. Okay? When your husband has hit the bottom, boom. Mind you, I think I was already digmatized while we were dating. So now, now that a cheater hit the bottom, you know what I'm saying? Your mind is gone. That's it. Okay? That's it. Okay? That's it. That's what it is. So that's why when you hear Take Heed get in here and I'm talking about my husband, this is genuinely love. This is real, baby. This is not fake and all that other stuff. Like, nah, Take Heed be on the phone talking to other people. I will click off on you real quick. Like, soon as you start talking crazy, I don't know nothing. I don't know you no more. I'll stop talking to you. Everything. I don't do stuff like that because you listen, my husband has already captured my mind. I don't need nobody else to capture my mind. When this sister said this, I fell out. When she said this, I fell out.
Woman has that one man that they'll do shit for. I used to think that shit was a myth, but there is a person right now that could call me and tell me where to show up butterball motherfucking naked with a pack of beer and a bag of pistachios. And I will be right there without question. Like this, okay? Without a flinch. And it's hilarious because a lot of men think that they can have a woman like that. And it be the quiet ones that do that shit to you. A Blur did that shit to me.
She said a Blur.
He let me talk my ass right on into a trap. Then he choked me out with my own legs. And I've been on call ever since. When you meet a person like that,
That's nasty because I've been on call for 18 years. How long do you stay on call? What kind of nonsense? Okay? How long do you stay on call, damn it? I'm confused. How long do you stay on call? I've been on call 18 years. This man could call me right now and tell me, listen, I need you to do this, that. I'm going to get off the live. Y'all, I'll see y'all tomorrow. I'm going to get off the live. Yesterday, y'all know I had that beautiful red dress on, right? The red stripe, red and white stripe, right? I try to put that's a muumuu, y'all. That's a muumuu. So I try to put it on. Everything I just, came out the shower, lotion my body. Listen, Vaseline is your friend. If you chocolate baby, Vaseline is your friend. So I'm, lotioning myself down and this and that, and I shouldn't have done it in front of him because I should have went in the bathroom. But I'm lotioning myself down and everything. All you hear is the door slam. Bow. We got all these locks on our bedroom door. Lock up, right? And then he was like, I want to talk to you. I was like, no, you can't talk to me because I got to go downstairs. He's like, nah, just head down. Just like push me down. You know what I'm saying? And stuff. Sometimes I feel a type of way. Now, even though I like it, but sometimes I feel some type of way. Okay? And then it went left after that. And then I was like, honey, I only got like 10 minutes to put my makeup on and stuff like that. And he's gonna tell me, that's not really my problem, He started fixing himself up. That's not really my problem. You got 10 minutes, you better hurry up. You know what I'm saying? Mind you, it took, listen. The thing that a quickie, you think a quickie's supposed to be like something like, my husband he go through a full session. I don't have time for all that. I don't have time. I'm telling him I don't have time. At the same time, it's good, but I'm telling him I don't have time. Okay? So anyway. That's why when I heard this woman speak, I fell out. Because I was like, this is me. Because my husband I can be anywhere, anytime, baby. And I knew I was on something when we were dating because I remember going to his house. And mind you, he lived in a bad neighborhood. I lived in a somewhat bad neighborhood. But baby, I went with my hoodie. I had my cap on backwards and shit. I had jeans on. I had on my Pumas. I walked my big ass and shit. I had fitted jeans on and shit with my hoodie, cap backwards, hoodie on and shit. My hat backwards, hoodie on, just walking and shit. I got to go get this dick. I just was like, it is what it is. I'm sorry. But I was able to marry mine. Because if I didn't, I wouldn't be faithful. Take Heed would not be faithful. Okay? I wouldn't be. I'd be somebody's problem. Baby. I'd be somebody's problem. Martin said, Vaseline and a black man don't mix. Okay? It's going down every time. Listen. Vaseline is your friend. Melanated sisters, Vaseline is your friend, damn it. Now, listen, it's going to go left, like Martin said. But listen, it is what it is. Okay? I know y'all like, Take Heed is the devil. I'm sorry, y'all. 18, thank you, baby, for the $4.99 super chat, honey. I appreciate you. Here we go, baby. Oh my God. Y'all, I laughed so hard.
Stay in your way.
18, thank you, baby. I appreciate you. So, that's just, that's it, y'all. That's it. We done for today. I appreciate y'all coming to rock with me today. Spending some time with me. Thank you. I hope I fulfilled your morning, okay? I hope I got you laughing a little bit, okay? Much love to you all. Y'all be safe. Thank you to everybody who donated to the channel, who took time to donate to the channel, who also hit the like and subscribe button, and the ones who continue to rock with my content. All my mods, I appreciate y'all. You don't know how much, okay? You don't know how much, and how y'all guard my chat and keep it safe. I appreciate it. Y'all know I don't like our chat to be chaos, so I appreciate that. Somebody had wrote, I think it was last week, someone new, said, I have never seen a chat like this, that they all just love each other. And I want to say thank you to all of y'all who respect one another, that we not in here just because we have different opinions. It doesn't mean that we get in here and start fighting each other. So I appreciate that. Y'all know I don't like nonsense like that. Other people can do that on their channel and all that stuff, but I'm not into all that nonsense. Okay? I ain't in here to make nobody upset with nobody. We just all have a conversation, and if you disagree, you disagree. But we ain't got to be in here calling each other names. You know what I'm saying? Because we all grown in here. We ain't got to be doing no nonsense, okay? So, guys, thank you so much. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all so much. Thank you for taking the time to be with me. If you want to donate through Cash App and Venmo, the links are in the bio. If you want to donate right now, it is in the chat. You can donate right now, super chat. If you want to shop with us, our family business is called UBMRexFashion.com. And we have the links for Mercari, POSHMARK, and eBay, okay? If you want to shop merch, scroll to the top of the page at YouTube. See shop or store. If you're interested, check out something if you like it, okay? Much love to you all. And the real team said, I love it here. Thank you, baby. We love you here as well. Thank you so much for all y'all coming. Sister 1973 said, we real who recognize real. That's right, baby. I know that's right. Everybody have a wonderful day, and here we go. We out.